it's lights out. By getting close, the opponent's neck is exposed. But because of the close range, the hand doesn't generate a huge amount of force. It's enough to stun, but probably not enough to cause severe injury. But replace the hand with a weapon, a stick or a knife, as you would in combat, and this could become a kill shot.
So the grip is inside on the soft piece of the tissue, and you want to grab as hard as you can. This is all about getting the guy in the most vulnerable position as possible. So it's footwork, vulnerable position, break, and then strike.
Bring that Spartan down.
Of course, these soldiers have a lot of other moves at their disposal too. And they kindly offer to demonstrate them on me.
Put him down. Hold it up, elbow.
My hands is choking.
Yeah, it's choking.
Are you okay?
For sure. Yeah, I'm good.
When I was on the ground there and he had his hand across my Adam's apple and was cutting off my carotid arteries, I felt like I was about to go out, so I'm glad he got off as quick as he did. Damn, that hurt.
But we had more pain ahead. To prepare for our final fight, we plunge into the jungle camp of a Grand Master and learn centuries-old techniques that would take us to the very heart of Eskrima. We're headed to a remote area near the town of Bujan. This once isolated town has a rich Eskrima history. Bujan was a hub of the resistance to the Japanese in World War II. Today, it's home to one of the greatest Escrimadors on the planet.
He's Joni Cañete, and he's the Supreme Grand Master of the legendary 12 Paris School where we began our training. He's going to give us the final training we need to stand against Percival Pobleo in our upcoming Eskrima fight.
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to our mountain quarters.
Thank you, Jody.
It's a beautiful place here.
Yeah, beautiful place. Peace and quiet. Quicker, faster training here. But you should be very careful. You're going to shoot it out.
The Grand Master wanted us to focus on the spirit of Eskrima, to condition our minds and our bodies for the intensity of combat. He began with a demonstration of a ritual sword dance called Sayaw.
For many centuries, Sayaw was performed at night, with Escrimadors covered in a brilliant red mud pack. They would twirl their swords in a circular motion, symbolic of the orbit of the planets around the sun. As drummers pounded out ancestral rhythms, the Sayaw would grow more and more intense. Sayaw may have been a dance, but the master explained that the techniques have a practical application.
Because with twirling movements, you can hit as many opponents as possible. Okay? Rather than when just slashing.
So it's not just for show, you're actually doing that. So
yeah, it's not only for show. Some people think it's for show. It's not.
I gotta be honest, it still looks pretty cool though.
Well, I've been doing it for 60 years.
Then it was our turn to practice. But we had an extra challenge.
So what is this that we're doing here?
They're practicing our basic training exercise and also to train them on how to balance for our footwork.
Being in the middle of freaking 100-degree weather, sweating, disgusting, flies and bugs, mosquitoes everywhere, this is really tough.
The sticks challenged our coordination, and the raft challenged our balance. One misstep, and it would be easy to tear a tendon.
What am I going to take away from this? I am going to be very conscious of where the heck that stick is and my feet are in this fight.
In this isolated environment, we could feel ourselves becoming immersed in Eskrima. And it was painful, because after working on our balance, the Grand Master pitted Jason and I against each other for the first time.
Very good.
But instead of our lightweight rattan sticks, the Grand Master had us use metal rods wrapped in a thin layer of foam padding.
The metal gives the sticks the weight and stiffness of a real bastoon.
Oh my God!
I heard that one whiz.
That's a good snap. That's a good snap.
I have an edge on Bill since I've had more background in stick fighting,
God.
but man can he swing those things.
Oh my God. Put it low. Okay. Now, you like it? How you like it?
It's great.
Now you feel how to get it.
There's a steel bar in here. It hurts like hell when you get hit, and you feel it every time.
You strike, I block,
Okay.
I check out, you strike again, I strike. That's it. Okay, we're run now. Block, there you go, block, there. See? Go low. Okay, go up. Good. Circle. Then I check out there. You block. There, check out. Block. Okay, there.
I'm trying to throw some crazy blocks.
Good. Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Okay.
The training never seemed to stop. The Grand Master forced us to use the natural environment to condition ourselves. We fought in water to build our strength and coordination. We beat trees to work on the power of our blows. And we fought each other to work on our technique.
Fighting in the water, hitting trees, mountain training is really difficult. I thought the gym was tough. This was worse. It was working, though. We could feel our skills improving. We were far from mastering Eskrima, but we were close to ready for our fight. On our final day of training, the Supreme Grand Master of Dosai Paris took us aside. He told us to always remember that Eskrima isn't just a sport. It's a warrior art that links us to legendary fighters like those who used Eskrima in a guerrilla war against Japanese invaders in World War II.
After the retreat of General MacArthur's forces in the Philippines in 1942, the Filipinos were left to fend for themselves. But a small group in Cebu, including a Dulce Paris founder, Teodoro Saavedra, wouldn't surrender. Teodoro and his guerrillas fought the Japanese for 2 years, using Eskrima when other weapons weren't available. In the end, Teodoro was captured, tortured, and killed before U.S. forces finally drove the Japanese out of the Philippines in 1945. But his memory is still honored by the Escrimadores of Dosai Paras.
Gentlemen, I'm going to give you the sticks. These sticks symbolize your acceptance to Dosai Paras. You now have the responsibility and obligation to defend the honor, the good name, and history of Dosai Paras.
Made from camangong, a rare tropical hardwood found in the rainforests of the Philippines, these are real fighting sticks, reserved for real Escrimadores.
I wish you to put up a good fight tomorrow.
This has been an absolute honor for me to be able to train with the Dulce Paris group and Master Cañete. It's kind of the equivalent of meeting the Beatles if you're into rock.
But the love fest was over. Tomorrow, one of us is going to face off against one of the greatest fighters in the Dulce Paras system.
We showed up at the venue, a rural arena outside Bajan. Venues like this are common in the Philippines. Even though they aren't